Hey everybody, it's Jason from the Texas Gun Vault coming to you with a Rumble exclusive video. This is going to be a field strip and reassembly of a Kimber Ultra Carry. You guys can check out my range report on this particular gun. I'm going to take an opportunity here on Rumble, which is a free speech platform, to actually do these types of videos because YouTube will not allow me to. But I do hope that these videos help somebody in the future, and as I get guns in for review, I will do field strips if they are more uncommon guns. Now, this being a 1911, most people are going to think that it is going to have a barrel bushing in the front, but being an officer-sized 1911, this does not disassemble in the normal way. So let me show you how to field strip this and put it back together. We will first start by dropping the magazine, making sure that it is empty. Then we will visually inspect the chamber to make sure there is no round. Then we will start the disassembly by pulling the slide back to the disassembly notch, which is right here. You have two notches. One is for the slide stop and the other one is the disassembly. The disassembly is the smaller of the two. Once it lines up with the portion of the slide stop that is rounded and internal, it should simply pop out. And that's very different than a standard 1911. Then we can slowly let the slide go forward, pull the frame off, and to get the recoil spring and barrel out, we push forward, pull this out. It can be a little bit tricky. There is a bushing right here, and then the barrel will slide out the front. And that is the field stripped Kimber Ultra Carry. So now to put this back together, we're going to go the reverse order. We're going to put the barrel back in the slide. You want to make sure that the pivot here is in the back position. You want to install the bushing onto the recoil assembly as such, and when you insert this, you want to put some backwards pressure on the bearing so it will clear the barrel. If you don't do that and you simply put in this bushing first and then try to put in the recoil spring assembly, it won't go. So you have to compress it. So once again, you put this bushing on the recoil assembly, make sure everything's kind of lined up, and then you're going to pull this back just a little bit. Make sure that that guide rod is going through the bushing. Then you should be able to assemble it. And this can be a little bit tricky, but it should go in just like that. Make sure everything gets aligned. Now we're going to put the frame back on, slide that over, and of course make sure that the link is in the downward position. So now we can flip the gun over. And when it comes back to just about where the gun would look like it normally would be if it was in battery, you should be able to install the slide lock. It should go in kind of halfway. Then you got to pull the slide back to the disassembly notch. And then this is really tough to make sure you don't put on the idiot scratch, and it should pop in when it's aligned, just like that. And now the gun is completely reassembled. You want to test for function. Everything looks good. So there you go, a disassembly and reassembly of a Kimber Ultra Carry 1911 officer size. So thank you so much for watching, and let me know if you have any questions. So as always, thanks for watching.